Well, it seemed like this was probably more of a home run derby than an actual baseball game at times. I mean, what's it been like watching this offense kind of as one swing of the bat and the game has been changed?
Well, we said it, from the get-go that this lineup had a chance to slug, and hit balls out of the park, doubles and jacks, whatever you want to call it. But no, just proud of it. It was a good night to do that. It was the ball was leaving the park, and our guys used the right side of the field for it and put some really good swings on it. So that was fun to see.
Nick Monastery, 17 RBIs in the last 4-5 games, 4 home runs in the last 5. I mean, he's on a tear. What is it?
I mean, you'd have to ask him, but I imagine that ball looks kind of big to him right now coming in there. And, hitters go through stages throughout a season, where the ball looks like a softball sometimes. Sometimes it looks like a golf ball. But right now I think Nicky's seen it well and put some good swings on it.
Did it feel like, I know you want to get a home run in the first, but because of the way he's been hitting the ball, it just seemed like because that first home run came from him, you could just feel that momentum right away.
Absolutely. It's we talk about inspiring each other a lot here, and when a guy goes and does that again, that should be inspiring to other hitters to, hey, I'm gonna do my part, and it becomes contagious. So and that's what you want. Baseball's a game of momentum, and once you get rolling a little bit offensively, guys go to the plate feeling confident, and then when you have a pitcher on the mound that's keeping you from doing that, it's tough, man. You got to try to draw that momentum. So, but tonight we were able to establish that offensively, and obviously JB did it on the mound.
Were you gonna give him the hook in the 8th when he gave up the walk? What was going through your mind when you go up to talk to him?
No, I was going to go out there. He earned that right to finish it. I just went out there to try to reset him and and just make sure you feel good. You got plenty in the tank. He said, yes, sir. And I said, well, let's go. And he reached back, got a little bit more inside, and he finished it out and struck out a really good hitter on that last at bat of that inning. Well, I'm not surprised. I knew it would happen. I kind of joked with him before and asked him, how long is it going to take before you get to become elite? And I said, Justin Stormer took a little over 2 years. I said, are you going to follow that same suit? And it looks like he is, man. It's all coming together for him, and that's natural progression, man. You get your feet wet as a freshman, you get more opportunities as a sophomore, and then by that 3rd year, you should be ready to go out there and put it all together. And he's done that.
Well, I kind of want to start with, is it the 8th right there? You walk the guy, Coach Oz comes out. What was the conversation right now?
He just asked me if I was good, if I, just give me a little break, kind of reset, and, we just tried to battle through it and get us back in the dugout.
Back-to-back outings where you've gone over 100 pitches, going deeper in the game. I mean, what has been different for you? It seems like you've kind of made a jump within the middle of the season.
Just taking care of my body, trying to stay consistent and doing the right things, and I think it's starting to kind of show a little bit, but like I said, just got to stay consistent and keep doing the little things right.
What's it like knowing that one swing of the bat, really anybody in the lineup can send one out the park as a pitcher? What's it like having that type of offense?
Yeah, it's awesome. It's really exciting for us. Even, whether we have our best stuff or not, they can accept us with that, throw up some runs pretty quick, so it's awesome.
It's been like watching Nick Monastery lately. I mean, he's killing.
Yeah, he's a dude. He's really special, and he comes through when we need him, and he's great.
He said you guys roomed together freshman year.
We did.
Did you have any inkling that this would be the kind of player he was back then?
Yeah, he's a dog. He loves to compete, and he loves those situations where we need a hit or a big play, whatever it is. He thrives on that.
You kind of hit on it off the field, on the field. It just makes him so special. He's not the biggest guy.
He's just a competitor. He loves to compete. He's really likes it.
17 RBIs in 4 games. 4 home runs in the last 5. Cheap Wheaties, what is it?
I mean, I don't know, to be honest. I don't know the answer. I've just been trying to put a good swing on it every time, try to find a barrel, help the team win. We've been getting on a roll recently, swinging it really well, and that's contagious, and I feel like that's a big part of it.
What was that first home run like for you? I'm sure it's, this is a hitter's park when the wind's blowing out like this. Were you thinking that at all?
I mean, I knew I got it off the barrel. I saw it go up, I knew it had a chance. I didn't flush it, but I knew it was a slider. I put a good swing on. I knew it had a chance, and once I saw it off the net, it was,
What's it like been watching this team? I mean, I think since you've been here, this is probably the most productive team in terms of home runs. There's been a few teams that have had that, but it seems like you guys go yard every game. What's that like for you guys?
Yeah, we got power, we got speed. I've said it since the beginning. I feel like we're very versatile. We can beat you with speed, with a bunt. We can leave the yard a lot. But to be honest, I don't think we're trying to hit homers. I just feel like everybody's putting their best swing on the ball, and it's just happening to get up and leave the park. So that's a good feeling.
What was it like seeing Higdon get his? I'm sure that had to be a good one to see.
Yeah, that was awesome. He's been amazing since he got here this fall. He's been kind of waiting his turn all season, and then he's been getting in there a lot recently. And for him to finally get in here and get his first homer at the Pete, that's awesome. We're stoked for him in the dugout.
And to watch JB just have another, great outing. Kind of getting comparable to some of the great pitchers you've seen through the past few years.
Yeah, 100%.
What was it like watching that?
Yeah, it was awesome. We roomed together our freshman year. We're really close. That's my best friend. That's what he does. I'm really proud for him, but I'm not surprised. That's what he does, and I know that's what he expects of himself, and he's feeling himself right now, and I expect him to keep rolling.